Hey folks, welcome to the Do Yourself Dad channel. In this video, we're going to be trying to answer the question is, do smokeless fire pits actually work? If they do work, how do they work? And is it right for you? Now, normally I like to have fires in my backyard, but as you can see, I don't really have much of a backyard right now. This is going to be in another video, so if you want to find out what that's all about, hit that subscribe button. But right now, let's go to one of my favorite places on earth and play around with our brand new smokeless fire pit. We are out here camping in the middle of the Mojave Desert. It's my home away from home, so please forgive the helmet hair. I've been riding dirt bikes all day. But let's check out this smokeless fire pit we've got and see how well it actually works. So what we're going to be doing out here in the Mojave Desert is we're going to be putting two fire pits head to head with each other. We're going to be putting our Warmbond fire pit head to head with a regular on the ground stone fire pit. And I know what you're thinking right now. You are watching me swing that axe super close to my thumb, but I promise you I do know what I'm doing and all of my 9 fingers are just fine. Next, we're going to take our smaller pieces of wood and build a log cabin. And on top of that, we're going to put our bigger pieces of fuel. With everything in the fire pit, now we're going to start the kindling down at the very bottom with a lighter and let this thing heat up. And in just a matter of 30 seconds or so, our fire is ignited and it's starting to burn. And in very short order, our fire is going. And already I've noticed really no smoke coming out of this fire pit, but that doesn't mean anything. We need to test the exact same wood in a traditional fire pit to see the difference between the two. And through this whole trip, we were really impressed with the Warmbond. You can see here it was much easier to get it to light. And then later on in the evening, we also had that nice smoke-free fire. Here you can see still a lot more smoke coming off of the traditional fire pit versus the Warmbond. But now that our trip is over, it's time to clean this thing out, pack it up, and head home so we can talk about the science behind why this thing works so well. And if you want to check out one of these fire pits for yourself, I will have a link for them down in the description below. So I'm back home right now and we're in the front yard because the backyard is still a mess with the construction going on. But let's go over what's actually going on inside a smokeless fire pit and what actually makes it work. Now the pit that I got from Warmbond actually comes as a full kit, which is pretty cool. It's got a little tool kit here with all your other stuff. But this is where all the magic happens as far as really the science behind what's going on here. Now, a traditional fire, you need 3 things to make it burn. You need heat, fuel, and oxygen. The smoke comes from not having enough oxygen. Just like an engine in a car, if you don't have enough oxygen, you burn rich. When you burn rich, you produce a lot of smoke. So what the magic is with these smokeless fire pits is it has ways to get more oxygen into the fire to prevent it from getting smoky. It also makes a hotter fire as well. So with this pit from Warmbond, there's actually a couple different ways it gets oxygen into the fire pit. Now the big flaw with regular fire pits is they sit on the ground. There's really no way for air to get underneath it. You notice here we actually have standoffs, which lets the oxygen, the air, get underneath and come up through the inside of the fire pit. Getting inside the fire pit, you have this tray. That's the tray that your fuel sits on. But if we remove this tray, you'll see there's a second tray which catches the ashes. And then underneath that is the base of the pit. So you can see right there, that's where the oxygen gets in. It flows underneath that tray, comes up around, and gets the air into your fuel. But here's the second trick it has. These walls here are double layered. There's a little chamber in between the two. So as the heat heats up these walls, it causes a current of air coming through it. So we know hot air rises. Hot air comes up through this wall, comes out through these holes, and comes up into the top of your burn. So you're not just getting air at the bottom of your burn, you're getting air kind of pushed into the top of your burn, which helps eliminate the smoke. Now, in addition to the actual pit itself, you saw me using it like this out in the desert, it also comes with this little gizmo and this little gizmo. So you can also double this thing up as a grill. So if you're out camping and you want to grill something, get your fire going, let it burn down to coals and embers, and then put your grill on it, put your meat on it, throw the lid on it, and you've got yourself a little wood-powered grill as well. So it kind of does multiple things. The other great thing about this kit is it comes with this blanket, and this blanket is fire resistant, so you can actually use it to catch embers. If you've got to put it down on an area that you need to protect, you can actually run the pit on top of this as well. Now the bag also doubles as a carry bag. And I kind of like this because a lot of times with these fire pits, you still have ash and stuff coming out of them. So if you've got to load this into a trailer, back of a truck, or maybe you're using an SUV where this is going inside on carpet, this will protect your whole vehicle and make it easy to get around. So I hope this video was entertaining. I hope you learned some stuff about smokeless fire pits and if they're right for you. Now I will have a link for the Warmbond site so you can pick one up for yourself if this is a fire pit you are interested in. Hopefully pretty soon I'll be able to have a fire out here right next to that thing. But in the meantime, if you could please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, it really does help out the channel. And if you like these videos, give it a great big thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what kind of projects you're working on around the house or what you'd like to see on the channel. And of course, thanks for watching. I don't really have a backyard right now. There's a plane flying overhead though, in my audio. Again.